Hey guys, it is me. Sorry, my back itches. Hang on. Oh, gnarly. Fuck. Okay. Hey. So today, sorry, my lighting is a little bit harsh, but it's so far I can't reach it. Wow. So today, I woke up at like noon. Yikes. And I realized, shit, I gotta like text people because, like I said, I'd be friends with people, and sorry, it's just like a lot. I know I was complaining like I need friends, but then once I get them, I'm like, because I hate doing like the whole online thing, like the whole like texting people. Like, can't you just like hang out and we don't talk and we just watch like all my favorite things? And then you leave when I get tired, which is like 30 minutes. Like, please. Also, sorry, I have the heater going, so if you hear that, it sucks to suck. But yeah, so I woke up at around noon, had to text people, and then my stepdad was like, yo, I'm gonna go pick your mom up from the airport. I'm like, in this weather? Yeah, yikes. Sorry, the blizzard and everything. Like, I don't know, the streets are just a mess. And he took the train, not even a car. Whoa, holy hair. Sorry, my bangs are kind of cute, though. Stupid bun, but hey, hair out of the way. So he left, and I'm like, Mom's coming home. So I start cleaning. I start tidying things up. I did everything but my room. There's like my clothes and everything just hanging out over there. I gotta take my trash out and everything too. But yeah, so I was cleaning out there, stuff my mom would see, so blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm really tired. Took my meds, and you guys know about my meds, make me tired. And I always record these after I take my meds, so you know, whatever. Because I don't remember until like I'm about to fall asleep, and I'm like, shit, I need a video for tomorrow. Anyways, sorry, I'm sitting on my shirt. It's choking me. This is the key to my room, by the way. I don't care if you copy it, because like, do not come to my house. Don't. You won't. You don't know where I'm at, and I won't be telling you. Anyways, so my mom comes home like a while later, and I'm just telling her about my weird dream, which so you know the cat from, okay, so it was weird. Okay, sorry, I need my hands for this. I really thought I did it for this video, but I need my hands. So my dream was basically, it had like 4 different kinds of monsters, and the first one, I was in a truck in like my old grandparents' neighborhood back in New Mexico, and but I wasn't driving. It was my boss, my old boss, I was driving, and then the other passengers were like cousins. They were supposed to be my cousins, but they weren't like actually my actual cousins. I don't know these people, but they were supposed to be my cousins, and we were being chased. Well, not exactly chased. Like, there was the first monster, okay? The first monster was a giant purple cat, like the one from, what's that one show that, those kids like, or not show, game. I think it's a video game. It's like the knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's. Something playtime. But the cat from that, because I saw it in a video, I guess, with like the big smile and everything. It was that, but it was huge. It was like huge, like not like this, like not my arms. Like, I'm talking like the size of a house, like a good sized house. But it wasn't like, you know, too big. but it basically reacted to sound, right? It reacted to sound. So we pulled into like the driveway of my grandparents' house, and we turned the engine off, and we were very quiet as the cat, like, you know, roamed around and, you know, stuck its head in the window. Well, not in the window, but like, you know, right there. And we were just terrified. But when it heard something, it turned red. So I'm like, okay, weird. And then, like, once it turned back purple, then we knew we were safe. So it turned red because it heard the truck, and then we stopped, turned the engine up, and we were very quiet, turned back to purple. Then it got distracted by some other people, and so we sped out, and then we went just like a little ways up the street to like another house there. And like I knew the layout already because it's been in my dreams before, but like whatever. And so when we get there, we swerve and like we kind of crash into the wall a bit, and it opens up, you know, like everything falls down, and then we stop again, turn the engine off, and the cat comes back, and we're just like very quiet, silent, and eventually the cat leaves, and we go in the house through the hole in the wall, and the truck was parked perfectly, I guess. I don't know, but it wasn't in the house. The house was just open because we broke the wall down, I guess. And so we're just chilling in there, like everyone's sitting in like the living area, which is weird because it's right where the hole is. So like, I don't know, I had the view of everyone from like through the hole, and they were just chilling there. But in my dream, I really had to pee. So I ran to the bathroom, and in the bathroom, I don't actually go because I come out and I go in the garage. I don't know why I didn't go into the bathroom. I went to the garage instead, where it was connected to like the living room, I guess, but it wasn't like a door. It was just like an open space, and the garage was open, and here come the second monsters. They're like weird green goblin things, but they looked like My Singing Monsters, but they were like dirty green, you know, like the newer, more advanced CGI Ghostbusters type thing. And they're running through, and I'm positioned like this in between two metal shelves, and then someone grabs me, and it's this tall blonde lady with like a pixie cut and big glasses, and I guess she was supposed to be my aunt. And she grabs me and she's like, we gotta go. And I'm like, okay. So we go, but then all of a sudden she turns all the goblins into ornaments, and they were hanging, like, they filled an entire wall. They were hanging there, you know, just like lined up in order. And then I go back to the living room where my cousins are, and then I look down, and there's a little mouse that says, I cut the coin. I don't know what that means, but apparently, like, this mouse literally cut a coin, like a penny, in half, and that, like, broke the ornaments. And so all the goblins were now out. But then it cuts to me running, like, downtown, like, in some town, I guess. I guess that's what my brain makes New York City, but it wasn't like New York City. It was just weird. And it's nighttime, and I'm running down like this bridge type thing. Well, it was more of like an overpass, you know, with like a sidewalk on it. And there were like cars below and stuff. And I hear this announcement, like a city announcement, and it goes, if you see a purple fire truck, run, leave immediately. And I'm like, so guess what comes pulling up right in front of me? A purple fire truck. Yep. So I run to this building, down like these stairs, and it's like this big, like nice building. I guess it was like some shopping center or something. And it has revolving doors, and I get in there with a bunch of people in the revolving doors, and it gets stuck, and then the people start running outside, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I push the revolving door, and I go inside, and I turn around, and there's like people filing out. They had like black aprons on. They were filing out of this fire truck, like hundreds of them, like a bunch, right? And I start running, and I turn the corner, like my first right, I turn, and in the shopping center there's this there are the restrooms, and I'm like, cool, I still have to pee. I'm like, that's a great place to hide too. So I go in there, but the toilets, they weren't toilets really. Like, it wasn't like stalls you could go into. It's just like this big, like, nice, like, marbled floor and everything. Like, it was very nice. And then the toilet stalls, it was like a massage chair, but it was like cushiony, and it goes to your neck. It covers everything but your head, and your arms are kind of out like that. I guess you do your business that way, but I still didn't do my business, because in comes these people, the monsters things with the aprons on. They were just people, but it was like they were brainwashed or something. But it wasn't like people who were brainwashed. It was like people who were brainwashed, you know? And they see me, and they find some other people, and they catch them, and then they start like painting on these cards or painting nails or doing something. They were employees. That's like what I was thinking in my brain. I'm like, employees. These monsters are called employees. And I guess that's like me being scared of getting a job, but whatever. But one sits in front of me as I'm like in the toilet thing, and I'm like, yo, and they start painting a card, like just like colors, you know, like green, brown, white, you know, whatever on a card. And I take it, I say thank you, and I leave. Because apparently if you pay them, then you die. And then if you pay anyone, then you die. So I run out, and I go to the left this time. From like coming in, I go to the left. So I'm just like really just running in a straight line. And then all of a sudden I'm with Lisa Cuddy from the show House, and she's like, oh, hey, I think this coin is yours. Expecting me to, you know, take it and then give it back to her, knowing that's not my coin. You know, so then technically it'd be like me paying her, but I didn't think that was like her paying me in the first place, you know. And I'm like, no, I know this is a trap. So I run away from her, and there's like an employee behind me, like following to like see if I, you know, take the money. And so I run back outside, and I'm back on that like overpass thing, and then the fourth monster comes out, and it's just purple butterflies. But it wasn't like a swarm of them. It was like, if you see a purple butterfly, don't let it touch you, or else you disappear, or like turn to stone or something. And I'm running across this overpass, excuse me, and I see like a purple butterfly, and it touches someone. I don't know what happens to them. But then it starts like coming towards me, and I'm running, and then I wake up. That was the most bizarre dream I've had in a long time. I don't know what's going on, but I also keep waking up multiple times throughout the night. So yeah, but anyways, rest of today. I'm almost done with House, so I stopped watching it because I don't finish shows all the way. I'll stop like, you know, halfway through the last season, or a few episodes before the end or whatever. Because once I finish it, then it's over. So in my head, it's like, oh, it's still going, you know. So I don't finish shows anymore ever since I finished Broad City and Orange is the New Black. Those shows ruined me. The endings, I can't do that. Not doing that again. And then it was like, oh shit, now it's over. So I moved on to another show I found on Amazon Prime, because that's the only streaming service I have. And it's called I Shouldn't Be Alive, and it's like a documentary style type thing where they interview people who have been like who literally like survived like insane situations, like blizzards and avalanches and getting stranded at sea, and like insane things, like real life things. And then they have like actors reenact it as the people are like telling the story, so it's like filmed like a show, you know. But then they have like, you know, it cuts to like the actual people telling the story, and then like as they tell it, you know, it's way cool though. I'm kind of obsessed now, even though I'm only on like what, episode 2. I'm gonna finish this episode and then go to sleep. But yeah, I don't think this show's gonna help at all with my dreams, but maybe I'll know what to do now if I encounter monsters again, because survival. But yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed. Yes. Like and subscribe. No, I don't care. Yeah. Anyways, oh shoot, I have to pee. Okay. Oh, this is my stand, by the way. I put this on my pillow here, put my phone up against it. Works every time. Anyways, yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Good night, peace out, toodles.